Okay, I would like to thank you for accepting this interview, for getting some of your time to answer some of these community questions. Today with us we have around 20 to 25 community asked questions that were collected from Arena Breakout Infinite Discord, Reddit, YouTube videos and TikToks. So could you please introduce yourself for the beginning so people who don't recognize you could get to know you a bit better?
Okay, sure. Hi, I'm Brian, and I am the lead game designer of Arena Breakout Infinite.
So we're gonna begin with some simple questions that then we're gonna move on to some more serious questions.
Okay.
We all know that Arena Breakout Infinite got a lot of new updates for the past few months, that it has entered its early access stage. But when we'll be able to play more the new maps that are not yet released? How long is it going to take for developers to make those maps and finish them?
Okay, it's a good question. We will release our maps gradually, and normally the production of maps takes a long time. And we will pick the most popular ones from the mobile version and then do it. Actually, the next big update, which is the full release version, we have a new map, which is a TV station, and we will expand the map, the armory map, as well. Yeah.
So, as I mentioned, it has gotten a lot of updates, but how soon we'll be receiving similar updates to the previous game from more fun, like mobile version? And also, when will the factions be introduced?
Okay. When you say similar, you mean the update frequency or the update frequency. For this part, we will try our best to do a frequent update as frequent as possible. Yeah, and we will update the game like a couple of months each, and do the big updates. Yeah, and for the faction conflict, that event, we will try our best to make it like in maybe half a year, something like that. We are still making the schedule of that faction event. Yeah.
Okay. We all know that there has been some problems with monetization of the game right now. So a lot of people are asking, why was the decision to make PC monetization similar to the mobile version?
Yeah. We serve the similar experience and in-game battles and basic game loops. We serve the similar these kind of things as the mobile version. So the monetization model is one of the whole design. So we have to do that. Yeah.
Also, for the monetization, we all know that players are able to purchase a secure container, but will there be a quest-based option to permanently obtain the 2x2 container, similar to how the larger keychain is acquired?
Okay. Actually, for the things we sell in our monetization model, we are still experiencing, and we are still trying to figure out the way of providing them. Yeah. So I cannot answer very. I cannot promise anything here, but we will keep listening to the community, and we will find the best way to serve our service.
So a lot of people have been sad because they have purchased in-game items with their real-life money, but unfortunately they've died to a cheater. Will there any kind of compensation provided by the game when a person has died to a verified cheater?
So this part we are discussing it right now, and we will actually, I think we will give the community an answer as soon as possible. We are discussing it now, the compensation against the cheaters thing. Yes.
As of right now, there's around 17 quests in the game, compared to 60 plus quests that were available during the closed beta test. Is there any reason behind it?
We are redo the whole quest system, and we are rearranging the quest chain, and during this work we cut some of the quests, and for us we're still trying to find the usage of quests in our game. We don't want it to be a burden, don't want it to be a limitation when a player gets into a raid. We want the players to have a we want the players to free to play its game style in every raid. So we don't want to have too many quests, which limits a player's in-game behavior.
Will there be gear value limitations in the normal and the lockdown modes to help new players remain competitive?
You mean the max limitation of okay. Then for now the lockdown and the forbidden zone, we don't have that, but there actually indeed there is a need of this. They don't want to compete too strong players with top gears, and so we are researching, and we are trying to find a new mode. Maybe it's not a mode or an event, something like that. We are trying to find another mode of event to fulfill this need, to set the maximum limitation for the raid players.
As you probably know, a lot of players that want to play the game as of right now, they're unable to play because of the hardware locks. So will hardware lock be removed in the future?
We are now still trying our best to lower the device bar to let more players to play our game.
Okay. Also, a follow-up question that is kind of to check. Have you considered maybe is there going to be a light version? Like there was a PUBG and there was PUBG Lite for computer games from Tencent. Also, is there going to be maybe a light version of Arena Breakout Infinite?
It's kind of an off-track question.
Okay, light version, right?
Yes.
That's a pretty interesting idea, but we haven't thought about it yet, but we can discuss.
Will there be a server selection option because low ping setting doesn't prevent players from being matched in 200 plus pings games? So is there going to be any kind of server selection or area?
We won't have a server selection for like in the login page or something. But if you suffers from these low ping battles, you can click the box, click the button in the matchmaking page, and only match only match those low ping matches.
Then this might be a bug because players are reporting that they are checking the box to match only low ping servers, but they're still, when they get into the game, their ping is 200 and more.
You mean 700 very high or just 100 more than 100?
100, 150. We got few reports that they were matched in 200 plus ping servers.
Because we have a value set for this low ping to identify how many is low, and we will tune that value. We will check that.
Will there be any new anti-cheat measures implemented? Because since the early access, they have been reporting more and more cheaters in the game, especially in the Forbidden Zone, because Forbidden Zone allows hackers to significantly get more money out of the raid. So have there been any plans to implement a new anti-cheat measures?
Okay, good question. Yeah, first of all, we have decided to postpone the level limit, entry level limit of Forbidden Zone to like level 20. We are still doing that, and maybe you will see that in the next patch. And the most importantly, we have, to my experience, to this EA version and the last beta test something, we have already banned thousands of accounts due to cheating, and to our data collected, we find that most of the cheaters only cheat 1 or 2 raids, and then get automatically banned for 1 day, and then it will process into the manually checking phase and something like that. And if his cheating behavior is confirmed, he will be banned for like 10 years. Yeah. But this is a real problem and a very challenging problem. Yeah, we know that, and on the PC market, and for our gameplay, is even more important, because if you die, you lose everything. This is very important. So we will keep introducing new technologies. We will introducing more people into this work.
So in the latest video on your YouTube channel, there has been you have been questioned already. And you said that solo duo mode is still being considered if it's going to be added, because it needs to the game needs to change a lot.
Yes.
Is there any updates on that? How the process is doing? Have you been considering about adding solo and duo mode?
Yes. Yes, you're right about the huge changes. Yes, if we add like solo modes into the game, the map, the spawn, something like that, we will. It will bring a lot of changes, and I think we will have. I think we are still testing it, and also the mobile version will introduce this event first, and to see how it works. And for us, we are. It actually is in our schedule, but I don't know when. Yeah.
Also, a not really important question, but will there be stretch resolution support in the near future?
This one I don't understand. Don't quite understand stretch.
Will there be stretch resolution, like 4:3 being able to stretch to 16:9?
Stretch resolution. Yeah, we have that. You mean what? You mean the
like aspect ratio to be stretched, for image to be more stretched on the side.
So the all UIs. You mean the all UIs will be wider? Just adapt the revolution. You mean? Oh.
Well, I mean, there is the aspect ratio 4:3, 16:9. People want to be able to use the 4:3 aspect ratio and stretch the image, so the character appear larger, to be able to get more competitive advantage over the other players.
Yeah. Only you mean in game, right? Yeah. We for now we will see that, but for now we haven't thought about it.
Will the economy system be reworked, because there's a problem that it's not really bad, but it's weird because a lot of the items are either not really expensive at all, or they are too expensive. And also, will there will certain items gain more utility, be more used, besides just selling to the contracts?
Maybe be used for crafting or other in-game uses.
Yeah. We actually for the current version, actually we have that kind of issue. Yeah, yes, and you are right that it's not that it's not a very bad situation, but it's weird actually. Yes, and also we have those trading system. Using items to trade items, we have that. We don't have crafting, but we have that. Yeah. So to make because our market is a very free market. Everyone can sell stuff, almost every stuff in this market, and using coins, and this makes the economy, the whole economy system, complicated, and it's a little bit complicated to tweak this, to make to make the price of every item go like this, not this, right? Yeah, but we will trying to do that. Yeah, it's our goal.
Have you considered implemented proximity chat, so players that are not in team able to speak to each other while in the raid?
This one is interesting. We will first implement a simpler mode of it, which is you can choose from some certain lines, and your character will speak that to, and everyone can hear that, and we will have some very basic ones like good, like stop, something like that, and then we will expand this voice language part. Yeah.
Are there any plans to introduce insurance system where players can pay extra money before they go into a raid? So if they die and nobody picks up their items, they would maybe get it back.
No, for now we don't have these designs.
Players have been experiencing a problem where they're playing the game a lot and they're doing the loot runs, and when they want to sell the items on the market limit, they cannot, because the market limit cap is currently at 500 items per week. Have you considered maybe removing that, or adding some kind of perks where people get purchase more or obtain more?
Yeah, this is this data is one of the things we cared about, and we find out that we only have 1.8 around percent, 1.8% of players who reach this limit. So from this data, it's okay. It's okay for now, and we will expand the limitation of how many items you can sell at the same time. We have expand that. We will expand that first, and then we see if more players reach the 500 limitation, we will absolutely look into that question. We won't let that be a normal thing. Yeah. And this limitation, this 500 limitation is not for normal players. It's for some abnormal players. Yeah. So this 500 limitation actually, when we design it, is not for normal players. It is to prevent some situation. So if too many more normal players reach that, we will look into it. Yeah.
Will there be any kind of new systems implemented to improve loot sharing among players? Because current system, players are unable to share loot with each other, beside maybe taking the gear into the game, dropping them to their teammate, and when the teammate extracts, they get it back. Maybe there's going to be some kind of gifting or something similar.
For now, we don't see too many need about this, and for the gear part, we in the mobile version we have this feature that a teammate can lend his gear to his teammates to use in a raid, and this happens before a raid. This happens in the matchmaking part, so maybe we will have that with us.
Players want to know what kind of updates are going to be able to see in the near future. So will there be any kind of roadmap introduced where players can see what update is coming next, or maybe in 6 months?
Yeah, right. Yeah. I think after the full release version, we will have that. We will have the activity event, this roadmap, this timetable, and also have the update timetable. But I don't know if we can make it to like half a year or 9 months. Yeah, for this I don't know. Yeah.
Could you clarify the reason behind the decision to lock certain maps and zones based on the player's level?
Yeah, it's kind of navigation guidance or protection. Actually, we don't want a new player to enter a very dangerous zone at the very beginning. He will think, oh, this is the game's normal. This game is too hard, but actually it's not. It's that this zone is dangerous. Yeah, based on that we set up these level limitations. Yeah.
Will there be some kind of a hideout feature introduced? It could offer players long-term progression, catering to those seeking a more immersive and extended gameplay experience. Hideout.
Hideout. Okay. Okay. Like, yeah. For now we won't have that. Yeah. For the long term, long-term progression things or their pursuit, we will try. First, we want players. We hope players like to play our game. Then he will keep coming back. This part, and for the long-term pursuit, I think ranking system and seasons, this will be one of the reasons. Yeah.
Have you considered partnering up with any other anti-cheat companies?
Anti-cheat company. Actually, this is a company decision because currently we use the anti-cheat technologies from Tencent. Yeah. So it's a decision of our company. Yeah.
So that's the end of our interview. That was the last question. I would like to thank you again for being here, for answering all these questions. And yeah.
Thank you for collecting them. Thank you for collecting them and bringing them. I think it's very important to communicate to the community. And actually, some of the questions are actually. Indeed, they are complicated. Yeah.